को सेवा देते देते आज मुंबई की जो सड़कें हैं, मुंबई का जो जीवन है, भौतिक जीवन है, उसमें काफ़ी सारे बदलाव आए हैं। आज अगर हम रोड पे चलते हैं तो 20 साल पुरानी मुंबई और आज की मुंबई, इसमें बहुत बदल है कि लोगों की भीड़ और उतनी ही वाहनों की भीड़ मुंबई में लगी रहती है। इसकी वजह से मुंबई में जो वक्त पे डब्बा पहुंचाने का हमारा जो कौशल है, या तो फिर जो इसमें थोड़ी बाधाएं ज़रूर आ रही है। थोड़ी कसरत का सामना करना पड़ता है, थोड़े समस्याओं का सामना करना पड़ता है, ट्रैफिक बहुत ज़्यादा रहती है। मगर जो हमारा लौकिक है कि वक्त पे डब्बा पहुंचाने का, ये लौकिक संभाल के रखने के लिए हम जी तोड़ मेहनत कर रहे हैं।
Vatavaran, an NGO which has been a strong advocate for clean air in the city, has provided 25 state-of-the-art e-bikes to the Dabbawalas along with IIFL Foundation, CSR wing of IIFL, one of the players in the financial service space. They believe that the Dabbawalas have the potential to be much more than just tiffin servers and play an active role in promoting sustainable transportation.
मुंबई में जो पिछले 134 साल या 134 इयर्स जो कम्युनिटी सर्व कर रहे हैं साइकिल से, वॉकिंग से या लोकल ट्रेन से, तो दैट इज़ द मोस्ट ब्यूटीफुल मॉडल जो हम कह सकते हैं कि दे आर द रियल चैम्पियन ऑफ द क्लाइमेट एक्शन लेने के लिए, क्लाइमेट एक्शन के लिए वो एक असली चैंपियंस है।
The Dabbawalas feel the e-bikes will greatly assist them in their food delivery.
सोसाइटी में हम लोग पोल्यूशन फैलाने वाले कोई भी वाहनों का इस्तेमाल नहीं करते हमारी टोटल डिलीवरी सर्विसेज में, सिस्टम में। तो इसके चलते ये लोगों ने जो हमें ई बाइक्स दिया है, उसकी वजह से हमारे कार्य में सुलभता भी आ सकती है और थोड़ी उस क्या फास्ट ट्रैक पे भी हम जा सकते हैं।
The number of Dabbawalas dropped drastically after the COVID-19 pandemic. With this initiative, the hope is that they will be restored to their former glory.
We have given these EV bikes which are environment friendly, and this will create less carbon footprint.
The expectation is that many other last mile delivery systems will follow this initiative, paving the way for a better, more sustainable future in the city.
हम ये जो लास्ट माइल डिलीवरी की कंपनियां जो हैं, कई सारी कंपनियां आज हमारे घर घर में विद इन द मिनट्स हम हमारे चीज़ें पहुंचाती हैं। तो ये सबसे ज़्यादा हवा प्रदूषण का स्रोत या एक जिम्मेदार अभी भी है और आगे जाकर भी होने वाला है। तो ये सभी को एक रोड मैप करके, एक मॉडल करके हम डब्बावाला चाहते हैं कि वो डब्बावाला का मॉडल जो है वो अडॉप्ट करें।
For over a century, the Dabbawalas from Mumbai city have been a symbol of eco-friendly practices. Now, with the introduction of e-bikes for them, it not only makes their job easier, but also helps them continue the cause of a clean-aired Mumbai in the future. More importantly, it spreads an important message that a change does not necessarily come at the cost of environment. With camera person Hemant Mohite, this is Anuj Raite reporting from Mumbai for NDTV.
Let's move on to some updates from Chennai now. Kitty, superstar Rajinikanth has been admitted at the Apollo Hospital in Chennai. In fact, hospital sources confirming that a heart-related procedure has been scheduled for today, which is why he's been admitted. His condition, sources say, is stable.
All right, we'll try and get more details about his condition and his health. At this point in time, my colleague Sam is also now joining us on the broadcast. He's getting us more on that. We do understand, Sam, Rajinikanth had returned to Chennai just a few days ago as he's believed to be shooting for a film. Any more information that's coming in at this point in time about his health condition?
No official bulletin yet, Radhika and Kitty, from the Apollo hospitals, but hospital sources confirm there's nothing to worry. He has been admitted for a scheduled elective procedure for today, and his condition is stable. We expect an official bulletin from the hospital in the course of the day. There's no word yet from the family as well, but he had just returned from a shoot. He's been busy with 2 films over the last several months. One, Vaitian, due for release on the 10th of October, and then Coolie, with which he's busy now which is slated for next year. Chief Minister M.K. Stalin has wished Rajinikanth a speedy recovery, and fans will be hoping that everything goes well.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Sam, for getting us those details from Chennai. So as of now, no official bulletin being released by the hospital is what Sam is saying. But his condition is said to be stable. Of course, several people wishing him speedy recovery, including Tamil Nadu Chief Minister. Thank you for getting us those details. We'll keep coming back to you, Sam.
All right, we are shifting our focus now. India has launched an AI security certification program in partnership with CISA. And what are the unique highlights and strategies of this program? NDTV's Sakshi Bajaj has spoken to Darshan Shantamurthy, who is the founder and CEO of CISA. Let's take a look.
Well, India has launched a unique AI security program in partnership with CISA. What are really the unique features, and how will this AI security program then enable professionals to safeguard really from cybersecurity challenges at large that the world faces today? Well, to decode all of this, I'm joined by Darshan Shantamurthy, the founder and CEO of CISA. Thank you so much for your time. First, really, a significant milestone for India and CISA in partnership. Please take our viewers through the broad highlights of this program.
Thanks, Sakshi. Thanks for having me here. So this is a major milestone for India. We are going to be the first country to launch an ANAB accredited certification program for AI security. It's a big milestone especially in the context of India wanting to lead, not just for India, but for the world in cybersecurity and AI. This is a big milestone. The program largely is focused towards how we can create cybersecurity professionals for tackling AI challenges. AI is a great tool, a great technology going to help mankind and humans from a society standpoint. It's going to have a major impact, but it also has certain demerits. And this program, Cybersecurity for AI, in terms of making sure that the AI technology is used for the benefit of the good of the society, is what this program is all going to be focused on.
Right. And for those wondering that, look, okay, what really are then the unique features of this particular AI certified program, what would you say to them?
See, one of the key things is when you're using a generative AI, you could trick it, by asking questions which may not be good for which should actually not, like, for example, how to build a bomb, or for example, how do you, break into a network, and some of these technologies can be used in the wrong way. So you need a responsible AI and a framework so that at the end of the day, these technologies are used in the right way, the right manner. So this course is about how do you build technologies, how do you put those guardrails so that these technologies can be used in the right way for, especially for building, good, responsible AI technologies.
Right. And for those wondering, okay, really, what really is the duration of this program? When can they be, implemented in a sense as a professional, really taking on this program, enabling a safe AI work environment, as you were explaining? What would you say?
This program is going to be for about 2 days. It has prerequisites. It is a workshop where people can go through for 2 to 3 days of training after having done some prerequisite amount of learning. And then they would get about 4 weeks time to prepare for an exam, which is a prometric exam, and they need to be able to appear and pass that exam in order to be qualified as CSP AI. This certificate is going to be given from CISA in partnership with CERTIN. So it's an approved program from CERTIN as well, which is under the MIT. And this will help professionals and build that. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about is there's so much of fear about losing jobs with AI. This is going to create a new role, new segment, where one of the key things is technologies are going to create new roles, new opportunities. So there are a lot of AI security professionals that can come out of this program, so that we can also create new job titles and new roles in the marketplace.
All right, that's all we have on this special segment of Breakfast News. We'll be back with more, Kitty, tomorrow at the same time.
Absolutely, and more news and updates continue on NDTV. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hello, Moto.
Motorola Razr 50 Ultra comes with Google Gemini.
लोन मिलेगा या नहीं ये आपके क्रेडिट स्कोर पे डिपेंड करता है। तो आज ही अपना क्रेडिट स्कोर चेक करें फ्री में पैसाबाजार.com पर। लोन की जरूरत कभी भी किसी को भी पड़ सकती है।
ठीक से एक्टिंग नहीं।
पैसाबाजार.com।
Download any single ID partner app, link your card and earn reward with top brand.
Get it free with single ID.
Feels like home.
Dulux Velvet Touch with True Color Technology. Feels like home.
Dulux. For every news from every part of the country, download कीजिए NDTV app. सिर्फ एक ऐप जो आपको बताता है क्या हो रहा है in the world of business, politics, sports and entertainment. देखना ना भूलें हमारी मूवी युद्रा in the theatre. Read all about Yudra on the NDTV app. So download now.
लोन मिलेगा या नहीं ये आपके क्रेडिट स्कोर पे डिपेंड करता है। तो आज ही पैसाबाजार.com पर जाइए और अपना क्रेडिट स्कोर चेक कीजिए फ्री में, क्योंकि लोन की जरूरत कभी भी किसी को भी पड़ सकती है।
बस एक्टिंग करा लो इनसे।
पैसाबाजार.com, क्रेडिट स्कोर चेक, आदत अच्छी है।
Stay informed and entertained with the new and updated NDTV News app. You can watch all our channels live, listen to podcasts, read breaking and exclusive news from around the world and more. Download the NDTV app today and get access to the best journalism and storytelling on your smartphone or tablet. The NDTV app. News that matters to you.
लोन मिलेगा या नहीं ये आपके क्रेडिट स्कोर पे डिपेंड करता है। आज ही जाइए पैसाबाजार.com पर और अपना क्रेडिट स्कोर चेक कीजिए फ्री में, क्योंकि लोन की जरूरत किसी को भी कभी भी पड़ सकती है।
चल एक्टिंग थोड़ा भेल बनो।
ये आया बात पैसाबाजार.com।
I've been reporting on.
A very good morning. You're watching NDTV 24/7. I'm Divya Vada. We have a whole lot lined up for you over the next 1 hour, including polling, which is underway. That started early this morning at 7 in Jammu and Kashmir. Do remember, this is the last and final phase of elections in Jammu and Kashmir. We'll get you all the details. First, the headlines. Elections being held in 40 seats, and the focus is on North Kashmir as polling is underway in Jammu and Kashmir. Well, that started early this morning and will get concluded at about 6 o'clock in the evening. Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaia's wife offers to return land sites. These are the sites that were allotted to her in connection to the alleged Mudra scam. Now, this just after ED files a money laundering case against the Chief Minister of Karnataka. And West Bengal junior doctors to resume their cease work protest from today. This just a day after West Bengal government sought more time from the Supreme Court to improve the security mechanism at the medical colleges in the state. Union Home Minister Amit Shah is going to be in Mumbai today. He will be chairing meetings on NDA's seat-sharing map in the run-up to the elections in the state of Maharashtra. The focus will be on Mumbai, Thane and the seats of Konkan. And Haryana poll campaign heats up, and the biggest faces across party lines to campaign today. Prime Minister's rally in Faridabad, while Rahul Gandhi and Congress Chief Mallikarjun Kharge also in Haryana, with the Aam Aadmi Party Chief, that's Arvind Kejriwal's rally is expected in Ballabgarh. Superstar Rajinikanth has been hospitalized in Chennai. Hospital sources say a heart-related procedure has been scheduled for today.
And after eliminating top commanders of Hezbollah, it is the people in Israel that have started. Israel has begun its limited ground offensive in Lebanon. The IDF heightens its security at the borders close to Lebanon. Let's get to your top story, and that is voting that's taking place for the third and final phase of the Jammu and Kashmir Assembly elections. 39.18 lakh voters will decide the political fate of 415 candidates in 40 constituencies spread from the plains of Jammu to the mountains of Kashmir. Of the 40 constituencies, 24 fall under the Jammu division, and the remaining in Kashmir. Over 3.9 million people are casting their votes, and the security detail across all assembly seats remains tight, with CRPF and quick response teams deployed in Udhampur as well as Baramulla, Kathua and Kupwara. And most prominent candidates in the fray as far as the phase 3 of the elections are concerned are People's Conference Chairman and former Minister Sajad Lone and National Panthers Party India President Dev Singh. While Lone is fighting on 2 seats from Kupwara, Singh is contesting from a seat of Udhampur. Now, Prime Minister Modi has urged voters to come forward and cast their votes to make the Festival of Democracy a success. He's gone on to say that he's confident that apart from the young friends who are going to be casting their vote for the first time, women power will also participate, and they will be voting in large numbers. While the Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge has appealed to the people of Jammu and Kashmir to vote, saying that it is the final chance to teach a lesson to those who snatched a state from them. Now, there are hopes that this will be the maximum turnout as far as the phases in the elections this time around is concerned. The turnout for the first phase had fallen short of the figure recorded in 2014. So when we do the comparison, the first voter turnout was 61.1% in the first phase in comparison to 2014 when the turnout was 66%. In the second phase that was held in some of the areas that are once dominated by terrorists, recorded lower at 56%. And that in comparison to 2014, the turnout was 57.3%. So we have with us Nazir joining us to get us more. Nazir, take us through the prominent leaders in the fray as far as the last and final phase of elections in Jammu and Kashmir is concerned. I mean, of course, there's Sajad Lone, but there are also former deputy chief ministers.
Well, there are several prominent leaders of different political parties, be it Congress, JP, National Conference, or the People's Conference leader Sajad Lone. So here in Jammu, it is the Raman Balla of the working president of Congress who is in the fray. Tara Chand is in the fray. BJP's Govinda Rana is in the fray. And you have Harshdev Singh in the fray. And in the valleys, North Kashmir, and you have Sajad Lone in the fray, and several other leaders, Nasir Samani, provincial president of the National Conference, in the fray. But one thing which I have been observing since morning, this is a polling booth in Gandhinagar in Jammu. In last parliament elections, I have seen long queues, people waiting for their turn, and that is not the case this time. It may, as the day progresses, people may come and vote, but right now I don't see many people actually have come to vote here and in this particular polling booth. And this is something which is not encouraging when it comes to the participation in election, because this is the first assembly election after a gap of 10 years. Sir, आपने वोट डाला?
जी सर, हमने वोट डाल दिया.
You have voted. Is this first vote you have polled, or you have voted before in the assembly election?
Yes, we have voted before also.
In the assembly election. Yes. Okay. So since this is the assembly election which is happening after a gap of 10 years, what are the issues the young people like you have in mind when you come out and vote?
Sir, we don't have any issues. We are living a very good life.
Okay.
Everything is very well. Let us hope for the best.
Okay.
We are not having any issues.
So you don't want anything, but government should do when you vote for somebody. Naturally, something would be in your mind that what the government should do.
Sir, first thing is the safety.
Okay.
First thing is the safety.
Okay.
If safety is there, then everything will work. Even development will take place. Okay. Everything will be better.
So safety comes first. Yes. That is the key. And look at the young man. He's talking about he has voted first time. Ma'am, आपने वोट किया? हाँ?
जी.
क्या issues है आपको लग रहा है कि आम आदमी के लिए जो वो वोट डाल रहा है किस बुनियादों पे वोट डाल रहा है? What are they?
First,
Like in Jammu and Kashmir, we have a lot of terrorism which the people have suffered from the past few years. So first, obviously, the safety point of view, we don't want that our children should live also in the same atmosphere.
Correct.
So secondly,
and Jammu region has come under the shadow of terror over the last few years.
And we have suffered a lot because every time there is all the media also, they also highlighted the Kashmir only. Nobody bothered about the Jammu.
Very true. Correct. And then you see militancy, we talk about the valley and everything, the politics here in Jammu. There has been a complaint. For example, over the last 3 years, we have seen Jammu has become the main theatre of militancy. So, आप कुछ बता रहे थे?
We have a lot of issues. There is unemployment. That is not the reason that the Jammu people, they don't study or they don't get job. But every time there is, Kashmir is only highlighted. So
आपके लिए जब आपके मन में what are the issues you are actually voting for, which should be addressed according to you, your representative should address?
Obviously, first is to stop the terrorism or the militancy. Secondly, we want that the region, the Jammu region, should also grow.
Okay. Thank you so much. So clearly larger aspiration for the development of the region. And here, as I said, so far there's no encouraging trend when it comes to the number of people who have come to vote. Let me talk to this one. Are you a first time voter?
Yes, I am a first time voter.
Oh, so great to talk to you. So, and it would be a first time voting in assembly election because it's after gap of 10 years. So tell me, for a young voter, how do you see the election after a gap of 10 years, revival of democracy, and what are the issues common man has in the mind when it comes to youngster? Is it jobs? It's any other thing? Tell me.
Actually, I was not here for I'm here for last 7 years only. I was a resident of JNK, but I was living outside because my father was in the army. But this is the first time I'm voting, and I believe after 10 years if the government is formed, I think it should be more progressive and jobs should be there for youth. Development should come in on infrastructure or roads, education, in all aspects. I think this development should be coming in JNK.
Okay.
So this is the what we can say the need of the hour for JNK,
right.
And I wish the best party wins.
Thank you so much. So in this election also, what is one of the most remarkable thing while people talk about abrogation of Article 370, which many people may not be happy with, and that has become the main issue in most of the regions in Jammu and Kashmir. But there's a community which have been greatly benefited because of the revocation of Article 370, which are like 6,000 voters from the Valmiki community. They have got a right to vote for the first time in their lives because earlier only the permanent residents of Jammu and Kashmir were eligible to vote in assembly elections, had a right to jobs or the land ownership rights. But that has changed for the first time, and there are many people who actually this time, I have spoken since morning, have got a right to vote for the first time in their lives. So this is one remarkable thing which has happened. And there are also West Pakistan refugees as well who had come from Pakistan but had not got the citizenship here or the particularly domicile of Jammu and Kashmir. Though that has changed. But there are large issues which side of the fence you belong, whether some people say, oh, great as if it was a discriminatory law, but some are saying you can't throw the baby out with the bath water.
Right, Nasir, of course, it is when we talk about the election that's being held after a decade where restoration of statehood has emerged as the biggest issue, with over 5,000 polling stations which have been set up for the third phase, and also special polling stations have been set up for Kashmiri migrants. Of these, 11 are in Jammu, 4 in Delhi and 1 in Udhampur district. We will keep tracking the developments in JNK with Nasir, but first let's just listen in to what Jitendra Singh had to say and Ghulam Nabi Azad.
ये उत्सवमय वातावरण, ये लोकतंत्र का उत्सव, ये जमहूरियत का जश्न, ये ना केवल जम्मू में बल्कि सारे के सारे जम्मू कश्मीर में कई वर्षों के बाद पहली बार देखने को मिल रहा। मैं तो ये कहूँगा कि दिस इज द ट्रू मेन स्ट्रीमिंग ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी इन जम्मू एंड कश्मीर।
लोगों से अभी तो सवेरे है, 7 बजे सुबह के, पूरा दिन है, अभी 11-12 घंटे हैं। मैं सबसे वोटरों से जम्मू कश्मीर के, चाहे वो कश्मीर वादी के हों या जम्मू के हैं, सबसे निवेदन यही करूंगा कि अभी 10-11 घंटे हैं वोट डालने के, तो शाम तक सबको वोट डालना चाहिए। बुजुर्ग, बूढ़े, नौजवान, बहनें, माएँ, बेटियां, बहू, सबको वोट डालना चाहिए।
And switching tracks now to Maharashtra and its Union Home Minister Amit Shah, who will be in Mumbai today. He'll be holding meetings with BJP functionaries as well as Mahayuti partners during his visit to review the preparations for the upcoming elections in the state. Amit Shah will be meeting with party functionaries from Mumbai's assembly constituencies and later will hold an interactive meeting in Navi Mumbai in the evening. The focus mainly will be, as far as this visit is concerned, on Mumbai, Thane and Konkan seats. Meanwhile, MVA partners will also be holding another round of meetings today. On Monday, the Vidarbha seat division was discussed in detail. Now, during his two-day visit to the state, as far as the last visit is concerned, Amit Shah had meetings with party workers across Vidarbha, Marathwada, North and Western Maharashtra. And we have Radhika joining us. Radhika, this is the third visit of the Home Minister since he met the state BJP core committee on the 8th of September.
That's right. This is the third visit as far as Home Minister Amit Shah is concerned to Maharashtra. Yes, today he will be holding a set of meetings, one in Mumbai and another in Navi Mumbai. Amit Shah will be meeting party functionaries as well as people from the Mahayuti Alliance. The leaders from Mahayuti Alliance meeting will also happen. So he will be meeting Chief Minister as well as Deputy CMs of the state. There will be talks on campaign strategy, there will be talks on seat sharing and of course candidates, and some of the constituencies will be discussed in detail is the information we are getting, which include Mumbai. Mumbai, of course, an important region as far as assembly elections are concerned. There are 36 seats in Mumbai, and apart from Mumbai seats, what will be discussed is Konkan region seats, which include part of Mumbai as well, and also areas like Thane region. So several of the Mumbai metropolitan region, neighborhood Mumbai regions will be discussed in the meeting, and this is as far as candidates and seats are concerned. No consensus reached yet. We are talking about 288 seats. BJP wants to fight in at least about 140 to 150 seats. Sena wanting about 80 to 90 seats, and NCP close to the same number, but at this point, NCP not in the best position as far as negotiation table is concerned. BJP wants to be the big brother, although Sena had performed better than the BJP as far as strike rate is concerned in the Lok Sabha election. So, Lok Sabha was a big setback for Mahayuti, which is why there are multiple meetings and negotiations and talks going on, and Amit Shah is helming several of these meetings. So, he will be meeting all the top leaders and BJP functionaries today in order to come to some sort of consensus, especially when it comes to both the Mumbai as well as neighboring Mumbai seats are concerned, and partly Konkan region will also be discussed. There are 75 seats as far as the entire Konkan region is concerned, which is under dispute. So there are disputes and tiffs and bickering for seats that are continuing, but Amit Shah and several top leaders continue to maintain that there is no dispute this time, and there will be respectable division of seats is something all the leaders are saying. So remains to be seen how seats will be divided and what will come out of these discussions.
Right. This comes at a time where Deputy Chief Minister Govinda has gone on to say that the seat-sharing talks between Shiv Sena, BJP and the NCP of the Mahayuti has been more or less decided, at least 80% of it. Thank you so much, Radhika, for getting us all those details. Switching tracks now to Haryana and the Haryana Dangal, with the poll campaign heating up with the biggest faces to campaign today. And we're talking about the Prime Minister's rally in Faridabad and, of course, Rahul Gandhi, along with Congress Chief Mallikarjun Kharge to be campaigning in Haryana, while it will be Arvind Kejriwal, the chief of the Aam Aadmi Party, who will be holding a rally in Ballabgarh today. We have my colleague Gurpreet joining us to get us more on this. Gurpreet, of course, just ahead of the elections that will take place on the 5th of this month, big names that will be campaigning for the state, starting with the Prime Minister, followed by Rahul Gandhi and, of course, Mallikarjun Kharge there. And, but it is the Aam Aadmi Party chief, Arvind Kejriwal, who will also be in Ballabgarh today.
Well, this is the final stage of the campaign of all the political party. We have seen Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He has been addressing the public rally at the various locations of Haryana just to charge the worker and the supporters of the party. We have seen Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi. Yesterday they held a public rallies, and after that they had also conducted road shows in the various locations of Haryana. The idea of all the political party, whether it's Aam Aadmi Party, we have seen Arvind Kejriwal. He is also camping at the various various location, and they are also carrying forward this road show so that they will be able to motivate their workers and they will be able to leave the impact on the voters, because this is the last leg of the campaign where we have seen all the top leaders of the political parties, whether it's the BJP, Congress, Aam Aadmi Party, they are already in the pitch of this Haryana battle. What we have learned, they wanted to motivate their workers also. They want to convey their strategies, policies to the masses so that they will be able to impress, and the people of Haryana, they will be able to think about each and every political party, and they will be able to listen to all the top leaders how they are going to change the political shape of Haryana if they are coming to power. We have seen yesterday Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi, they had targeted on the various issue and specifically on unemployment. That is one of the major issue. At the same time, we have seen, if we can talk about Prime Minister, he was also targeting the Congress party on the corruption issue. So let's see which political party and which political strategy will be worked out. That will be clear once the result will be out. As of now, what we can understand, all the top leaders, they are trying to reach out to the voters and they are trying to tell how their political strategy will be work in the state of Haryana. So we have to wait and watch to see which political party is going to leave impact on the minds of the voter and which political party and which political strategy will be worked out. That will be clear once the result will be out. Back to studio.
Right, Gurpreet, thank you so much for getting us all those details. We will keep tracking the developments in the state of Haryana in the run-up to elections. And now breaking news coming in. A mishap has taken place with actor Govinda, who accidentally has been shot in the leg. Well, it is Govinda's gun that accidentally misfired, and which is why the actor was rushed to the hospital. From what we're hearing from our sources at the moment is that the actor is out of danger. So this is a mishap that took place as far as the actor Govinda is concerned. He was, in fact, this might be during the shooting of a film where this mishap that took place, where he accidentally got shot in his leg. Of course, this brings to mind something that's similar that happened on the film sets of Rust, a movie with Alec Baldwin, where in fact that resulted in the cinematographer getting shot, fatally shot. Miss Hutchins had lost her life due to that misfire that took place on the sets of a movie called Rust in Hollywood. Now here, actor Govinda has also been shot. He has been shot in the leg, and this was a misfire as far as his gun is concerned. We will get you more details as far as the actor is concerned, but from what we are hearing at the moment is that the actor is said to be out of danger. So he has gotten shot in the leg from what we are hearing at the moment, and this is in regard to a misfiring that took place on the sets perhaps of a film, and the actor got shot in the leg. From what we are hearing at the moment, according to sources in the hospital where he has been admitted, he was rushed to the hospital just after the incident that took place, a complete mishap on the sets of a movie set perhaps, where the actor got shot in the leg. It was an accidental misfiring by a gun which resulted in the actor getting shot in his leg. He was rushed to a hospital, and according to sources in the hospital, the actor is believed to be out of danger. Let's get you breaking news, and that is in regard to Bollywood actor Govinda, known for many films. In fact, when we talk about his famous films, the actor is known for his dance moves especially. He has been shot accidentally. This is a misfire that has taken place as on the movie sets of a film where he was shooting. It is the actor who has been shot in the leg, according to what we are hearing from our sources, that the actor was then rushed to a hospital, and while he was rushed to the hospital, he is in hospital at the moment. And from what we're hearing from our sources in the hospital is that the Bollywood actor is said to be out of danger. But what does this really mean for the actor? This was a misfire while cleaning the gun is what we are hearing from our sources, the mishap that took place. A similar incident that took place on the movie sets of a film called Rust in Hollywood, which involved Alec Baldwin, where the gun was supposed to shoot blanks, but apparently the gun was loaded at the time of the shooting of the film, which resulted in the death of a cinematographer. And here the misfire has taken place while the gun was being cleaned. So while cleaning the gun is when the actor has got shot in the leg. So this was a complete accident in which an accidental misfire in which the actor has got shot in the leg. We don't know whether it was Govinda who was cleaning his own gun and got shot, or was it somebody else cleaning a gun. Those details, this is breaking news coming in at the moment. We will keep getting you details of what really transpired. How did Govinda the actor get shot accidentally in his leg by a gun? This is a gun that was being cleaned, and that's when it misfired. And let's just get you the latest as far as Govinda, the actor of Bollywood, is concerned. He has been shot in the leg. News just coming in of Govinda, how he accidentally got hurt, and this is because a gun was being cleaned. And while the gun was being cleaned, it accidentally misfired, which led to the actor being shot in his leg. The actor has been shot. He was rushed to the hospital, and while he was rushed to the hospital, he is in the hospital, and the hospital authorities there are saying that the actor is said to be out of danger. And we have my colleague Radhika Ramaswamy joining us on the phone line. Radhika, what details do you have for us? It's very unfortunate that while a gun is being cleaned, the actor got shot. Was it his own gun? Was he cleaning the gun? We don't have any details at the moment.
We have basic details at this point. Yes, a very unfortunate incident there. Actor and Shiv Sena leader Govinda taken to nearby hospital after he was accidentally shot in the leg by his own revolver this morning. This is what the Mumbai police officials have confirmed. In fact, he got shot in the leg with his own revolver when he was cleaning the weapon is the information that we are getting. In fact, the accident happening because the revolver lock was unfortunately open. He was immediately taken to the hospital. In fact, team of doctors are treating him is the information we are getting. And we believe that the bullet has been removed from his leg and is out of danger now. However, very unfortunate incident of a misfire happening with actor Govinda, who is also Shiv Sena leader. He was rushed to the hospital this morning. Currently, sources from the hospital and the police are telling us that the actor is out of danger.
Right now, in fact, Radhika, is that the actor and Shiv Sena leader has been taken to a nearest hospital this after that accident that took place where he got shot in the leg by his own revolver early this morning. So, Radhika, of course, from what we are hearing from our sources is that the actor is believed to be out of danger.
To be out of danger. This is an unfortunate accident that happened early this morning when actor Govinda was cleaning this weapon, cleaning the gun. He was shot by his own revolver when he was cleaning because it was not locked properly. That's the information we are being told. So Govinda taken to the nearby hospital after he was accidentally shot in the leg by his own revolver. He is out of danger. We are in touch with police officials as well as hospital authorities who say that while he was taken to the nearby hospital soon after the incident, his condition is out of danger and that the bullet has been taken out is what we are being told. But a very unfortunate incident. Now, did this revolver belong to Govinda or any family members? That is something we are not entirely certain about. But he was, with the gun, he was cleaning it. And when the misfire happened, as a result of which he was wounded in his leg, he was immediately taken to a hospital, the bullet removed, and he is currently out of danger. Thankfully, it was, he is out of danger at this point, and nothing serious occurred as a result of the misfire. It struck his leg, and now the bullet is off his leg, is the information that we are getting at this point. Actor and Shiv Sena leader Govinda now out of danger is what we are being told.
Morning, and apparently the incident took place at 4:45 a.m. He was checking the weapon before heading out is when the mishap took place, and according to initial reports, they indicate that perhaps the bullet struck his knee, prompting medical attention, and therefore he was rushed to the closest hospital and he's said to be out of danger. Thank you so much, Radhika, for getting us all those details, and with that we're slipping in a very short break. Back with a whole lot more to stay with us.
Hello, Moto.
Motorola Razr 50 Ultra comes with Google Gemini.
कलर भी मेरा ही फेवरेट मिला.
Dulux Velvet Touch with True Color Technology feels like home.
लोन मिलेगा या नहीं ये आपके क्रेडिट स्कोर पे डिपेंड करता है. तो आज ही अपना क्रेडिट स्कोर चेक करें फ्री में पैसाबाजार.com पर. लोन की जरूरत कभी भी किसी को भी पड़ सकती है.
ठीक से एक्टिंग नहीं.
पैसाबाजार.com.
For every news from every part of the country, डाउनलोड कीजिए NDTV ऐप. सिर्फ एक ऐप जो आपको बताता है क्या हो रहा है इन द वर्ल्ड ऑफ बिजनेस, पॉलिटिक्स, स्पोर्ट्स एंड एंटरटेनमेंट. देखना ना भूले हमारी मूवी युद्रा इन द थिएटर. Read all about Yutra on the NDTV app. So download now.
लोन मिलेगा या नहीं ये आपके क्रेडिट स्कोर पे डिपेंड करता है. तो आज ही पैसाबाजार.com पर जाइए और अपना क्रेडिट स्कोर चेक कीजिए फ्री में, क्योंकि लोन की जरूरत कभी भी किसी को भी पड़ सकती है.
बस एक्टिंग करा लो इनसे.
पैसाबाजार.com. क्रेडिट स्कोर चेक, आदत अच्छी है.
Stay informed and entertained with the new and updated NDTV News app. You can watch all our channels live, listen to podcasts, read breaking and exclusive news from around the world and more. Download the NDTV app today and get access to the best journalism and storytelling on your smartphone or tablet. The NDTV app. News that matters to you.
लोन मिलेगा या नहीं ये आपके क्रेडिट स्कोर पे डिपेंड करता है. आज ही जाइए पैसाबाजार.com पर और अपना क्रेडिट स्कोर चेक कीजिए फ्री में, क्योंकि लोन की जरूरत किसी को भी कभी भी पड़ सकती है.
चल एक्टिंग थोड़ा भेल बनो.
पैसाबाजार.com.
I've been reporting on all issues, big and small, from Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, rest of South India, bringing you all the action, all that you need to know, all that you want to know.
The energy of Maximum City is infectious. I bring in that energy in our news coverage from financial capital Mumbai.
India's IT capital is always buzz. It's literally a city that never sleeps. And I keep you ahead on all the Bengaluru buzz.
Covering from the southernmost part of India over the last 23 years, I bring in-depth and 360-degree coverage from the Dravidian heartland.
The land of Mishti is also known for its bitter politics. I have seen much water flow under the Howrah Bridge, covering Bengal in all its vivid colors.
Some people say the metaverse will only be virtual. One day this lecture hall will be made of code, and driverless cars would be trapped in intersections. But even in this maze of the future, you can't wish away health. It's time to become more resilient. 10 years of Banega Swasth India, we have grown and achieved so many milestones.
Welcome back. Now let's get you the latest from Karnataka. And the Chief Minister Siddaramaia's wife Parvati has written to MUDA, the Mysuru Urban Development Authority, offering to return the plots of land that are at the heart of the corruption cases against her family. In a statement, she said that she was obeying the call of her conscience, and along with returning these plots, I also demand a comprehensive investigation into all allegations related to MUDA. Now, the Enforcement Directorate filed a money laundering case against the Chief Minister yesterday, and in her letter to the authority, Parvati has offered to return the 14 plots allotted to her in the Vijayanagar Phase 3 and 4 in lieu of compensation for use of 3.16 acre of land. I wish to surrender and return the compensatory plots by cancelling the deeds of the 14 plots executed in my favour by the Mysuru Urban Development Authority, and that's what her letter read. I'm also handing over the possession of the plots back to the authority. Kindly take necessary steps in this regard as soon as possible, is what she has written to the MUDA authorities. And we have my colleague Pratibha joining us. Pratibha, it is the Chief Minister's wife who is now, offering to return the plots which are basically at the heart of the controversy. And this comes really on the heels of the ED, booking the Chief Minister in a case, in regard to the
Well, definitely, yes. It is definitely a day of a lot of activities that would be witnessed in Karnataka as far as these cases go. The ED has registered an ECIR against Chief Minister Siddaramaiah in the money laundering case related to the Muda scam. And talking about the Muda allegations, ever since it surfaced, Siddaramaiah, the Karnataka Chief Minister, has been pretty firm on his ground, maintaining that there has been no wrongdoing and that he wanted to fight this without bowing down. This is the latest statement that has come in from the Chief Minister's social media handle, where he has said that this is something that he did not expect from his wife. The returning of land was not discussed with him, and that he has also sought forgiveness from his wife for having gone through a lot with respect to this conspiracy, and his wife being a victim of the political conspiracy, and that she's been deeply hurt, and this has also kind of upset Siddaramaiah. These are the mentions that we see in the social media post that is just surfaced around an hour ago, and just last night it was the letter that was written to the Muda as well as the Chief Minister by Parvati, stating that she wanted to respect the honor and dignity of her husband, who has maintained a blemishless image for a period of 40 years in his political career, and that she has never gone after land, gold or any other wealth, and that this does not really, this pales in comparison to her husband's dignity and honor, and that is precisely why she wants to return this compensatory set of plots. And she's also mentioned that she wanted to do it initially when the Muda allegations surfaced, but many of her well-wishers told her that we need to fight this politically and legally. But the question still remains, why now? Back to you.
Right, Pratibha, what does this really mean forward when we talk about the Chief Minister going forward from here with the ED booking him in the same case? And of course, this comes on the heels of the Chief Minister there remaining defiant, saying that he will not be stepping down from the position of the Chief Minister of the state of Karnataka, with the Deputy Chief Minister there backing him and other Congress leaders as well.
Two things that we really need to watch out for. One is how would Siddaramaiah really cooperate with this investigation now, because the ED, after registering the case, would definitely issue summons and proceed with the interrogation of the Chief Minister as well as looking into his assets now. And what kind of a counter strategy would be adopted by the Congress government is also something that we need to see. What we hear from sources in the Congress camp is that he has been indulging in meetings after meetings with legal experts to try and see how he could get the legal matters to intervene in terms of stopping or thwarting the ED from conducting this interrogation. And on the other hand, with respect to the Lokayukta FIR in itself, how would he fight that, whether he would cooperate with that investigation, and what kind of strategies would he adopt in terms of going after the division bench in the Karnataka High Court or the top court, are also some things that are being discussed at this point in time right as we speak. But then when and how would he do it is also something that we need to really see. Back to you.
Right, Pratibha, we will keep tracking that story and coming back to you for more on that. Moving on now to Delhi, and the police have detained climate activist Sonam Wangchuk supporters at the Singhu border. The climate activist and his supporters were detained by the police at the border on Monday night. This is Mr. Wangchuk, who also took to social media site X to inform about his detention. He's saying that I'm being detained along with 150 Padyatris at the Delhi border by a police force of hundreds, some say 1,000. Many elderly men and women in their 80s and a few dozen army veterans. Our fate is unknown. We were on a most peaceful march in the largest democracy in the world and the mother of democracy, is what he went on to say. He and other volunteers were embarking on that foot march from Leh to New Delhi to urge the centre to resume dialogue with Ladakh's leadership regarding their demands. One of their key demands is for Ladakh to be included in the 6th schedule of the constitution, granting lawmaking powers to the local population to protect their land and cultural identity. Mr. Wangchuk and around 75 volunteers started their foot march from Leh on the 1st of September, and earlier Mr. Wangchuk stated that they were on a mission to remind the government to fulfill their promises that were made by the government years ago. And to get more on this, we have my colleague Tanushka joining us. Tanushka, Mr. Wangchuk has been detained at the border, and he's gone on to say that, basically to remind the government to fulfill a promise that was made 5 years ago.
Right, exactly. Divya, Sonam Wangchuk along with his supporters who were peacefully marching towards the Gandhi Samadhi in New Delhi in the national capital have been detained right at the Singhu borders, and they've been detained by the police there for reasons that are still unknown. However, what we do know is that the police have stated that section 163 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita has been imposed across various parts in Delhi, because of which nobody is allowed to congregate in a group, in large groups, which is why this entire group of climate activists were detained at the border. What we also know is that Sonam Wangchuk has been taken to the Bhavana police station and he is detained there. His supporters, whom he took to social media platform X, and when he was getting detained, he spoke to the people, telling them, informing them that what is happening. They were willing to spend the night at the border itself. However, the police requested Sonam Wangchuk and all the climate activist supporters to return. But when they did not return, the police had to detain all of them, and they've been detained at different police stations across outer Delhi area. And what we're also understanding at this point from Sonam Wangchuk's team is that the police is not, they claim that the police is not allowing Sonam Wangchuk to meet his lawyer to represent him in this situation at this point. So this is what is happening at this point, and we know that this was part of his Delhi Chalo Pad Yatra, wherein he's also been fighting for causes and for rights of Ladakhi people. And even Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has taken to the social media platform at this point and said that every person has the right to come to the national capital. This is the capital of the country and it is available for everyone. Then why is it so that he, of course, takes a jibe at the BJP and says that why is it so that they're scared of unarmed people to come into the capital? Leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi has also, slammed the Bharatiya Janata Party and, urged the Prime Minister Narendra Modi directly and said that he has to listen to the voice of Ladakh and that this is entirely unconstitutional. People coming into the capital claiming to peacefully protest and peacefully just march to Mahatma Gandhi's Samadhi, and why are they being stopped? So these are questions that are being raised by political leaders as well at this point on the detention of Sonam Wangchuk as well as his 150 supporters.
Right. Thank you so much, Tanushka. We will keep tracking that story and coming back to you for more on that. And of course, switching tracks to Jammu and Kashmir, where voting is underway, Kitty.
Yes, voting is taking place for the third and final phase of the Jammu and Kashmir Assembly elections across 40 assembly seats. Of the 40 constituencies, 24 fall under the Jammu division and the remaining in Kashmir. Over 3.9 million people are casting their votes today. The security detail across all poll-bound assembly seats remains tight, with CRPF and quick response teams deployed in Udhampur, Baramulla, Kathua and Kupwara.
That's right, Kitty. The most prominent candidates in the fray as far as the largest and the highest phase as far as Jammu and Kashmir elections are concerned, given the fact that 40 seats are going to go to polls today, as far as that voting that started as early as 7 o'clock this morning and will continue till about 6 o'clock in the evening. The most prominent faces are People's Conference Chairman and former Minister Sajjad Lone and National Panthers Party India President Dev Singh. While Lone is fighting on 2 seats from Kupwara, Singh is contesting from a seat of Udhampur.
Absolutely, all right. Divya, we are also learning now the voter turnout till 9 a.m. Has been recorded at 11.6%. We've seen how there was an impressive voter turnout in the first and the second phase of elections that was witnessed earlier. And now the third phase of polling is taking place. It's, of course, a high-stakes battle for Jammu Kashmir today for all the parties that are contesting, of course, the BJP, the Congress, the NC, and of course the PDP. Yes.
Right. Let's just compare, the voter turnout as far as the first phase was concerned, which was 61.1%. It was lower than, what we'd seen back in 2014. And even the second voter turnout, the second phase, where we saw 56% of voter turnout was, in comparison to 2014, again, it was slightly less.
Yes, absolutely. But, the elections, of course, are taking place after a decade now, and a lot has changed in the last 10 years. Of course, the abrogation of Article 370 and a lot of other issues are something that is going to dominate these elections. All right, Divya, let's switch to our guest also now. We also have Shazia Ilmi joining us on the broadcast here. She is national spokesperson of the BJP. We have Advocate Arshpreet Kadial, National Spokesperson of the Congress, joining us on the broadcast here. We also have Mr. Akshat Goel, who's co-founder Dhruv Research on the broadcast here. Thank you so much to all the guests for joining us here on NDTV. Ms. Shazia Ilmi, if I could come to you first. What is the BJP expecting? I mean, we've been talking about voter turnout. The voter turnout has been good enough, you know, as I've been speaking to Divya also. I mean, elections are, of course, taking place after a decade, and a lot has changed in the last 10 years. What is the BJP expecting now?
So, like you said, like you rightly said, a lot has happened in the last 10 years. We've had the DDC elections, we've had, which is District Development Councils, and Panchayat elections and urban local bodies elections. And now, after 10 years, we have these elections. So, I think what we are witnessing is like a complete freedom from fear. And that is apparent in the voter turnout, in the candidates, and so many independent and others. And also people celebrating the festival of democracy without feeling any pressure. Somebody told me that in yesteryears when they used to go and vote, they would be scared. There would be somebody watching them. So I think that is the biggest takeaway. As for what is BJP is expecting, well, to form the government. And we'll do exceedingly well in Jammu, and we have already started working in Kashmir in terms of as a political party. We have 19 candidates so far that we have fielded. But overall, people like what LG is doing, how the state has transformed. And the economy has grown from 1.17 lakh crores to a 2.45 in only 7 years. So people want more of the same. I've spent considerable time there. So I would think that there would be more being expected also from BJP, considering it's the first time
will that sentiment actually reflect on the ground or not? That, of course, remains to be seen. Will that get reflected in terms of votes?
Right.
That is something that, of course, remains to be seen here.
Absolutely. And of course, we also have Akshat Goel, co-founder of Dhruv Research, with us. Dhruv, the elections that are being held after a decade where restoration of statehood has emerged as the biggest issue. Take us through the issues on which the voters you feel will be casting their vote on today.
So, despite Article 370 or the full statehood issue being raised by the political parties, the major issue here still remains the unemployment issue or the price rise issue or the lack of job issues for the local Kashmiris or the Jammu people. So, despite these parties, maybe they are campaigning a lot about Article 370 that they will bring back the statehood, but that doesn't seem to be the major issue. However, in the Kashmir region, a full statehood issue, a demand of a full statehood issue, is still somewhat a relevant issue as compared to the Jammu region.
Right. Of course, we also, in terms of, Kitty, when we talk about the situation on the ground and the issues that, the voters will be casting their vote on today, in terms of security, especially the kind of, attacks we've seen, especially in the Jammu division as of recently.
Well, of course, Jammu, remains an area of concern now for the coming government also. But yes, politically, if we talk about here, to the Congress spokesperson, if I could ask here this question, what is the Congress really hoping for in these elections? Of course, you have an alliance with the National Conference. The National Conference, of course, also has made it clear their stand on Article 370. Now, the Valmiki Samaj also gets to vote for the first time here in the assembly elections. We've been speaking to a lot of people. Our colleague Nazir had spoken to a lot of people on the ground also. They say they are very much grateful to the central government for that. Do you think that is something that could be disappointing for the Congress here?
Well, people have waited for years and years for this day to come when they could shatter the arrogance of the Bharatiya Janata Party, the arrogance to delay the restoration of statehood, the arrogance to delay the conduction of the elections, and the blatant ignorance that the Bharatiya Janata Party's government has shown towards the state of Jammu and Kashmir. And the BJP should go ahead and tell us as to why did they not even consider to field a candidate in the Lok Sabha election of Kashmir. The BJP was so scared of the results that they did not even want to field their candidate because they knew it. Ki zamanat zabt hogi, and the Bharatiya Janata Party is going to be meeting with the same fate in this very election. We are confident that the Congress Party NC Alliance is going to be winning. with a landslide victory. And the reason behind that is that the Bharatiya Janata Party has been ignoring the state of Jammu and Kashmir and the people of Jammu and Kashmir because you remember Mr. Amit Shah back in the day had said after the abrogation of Article 370, there would be no terrorism at all whatsoever. It would come to a grinding halt. Instead, the opposite of that happened. And Mr. Modi, the country's Prime Minister, in the last 5 years, he visited once in Jammu and Kashmir.
Okay, so
this
where
goes
does
on
the
to
Congress
suggest that the
stand on
Bharatiya Janata
Article
Party is ignored
370?
it.
Where does the Congress stand on that?
The Congress Party
I mean, there are a lot
stand
of
on
lies.
Article.
I think
If I
Prime
may,
Minister visited Kashmir more than and
complete,
Jammu.
please. The Bharatiya Janata
Shazia, I'll
Party
just
does
come
not
back
get
to you.
to-
Shazia, I'll just come to you. Let the
BJP
Congress spokesperson respond.
See, the problem with the Bharatiya Janata Party is they're not used to listening. They're only used to commenting upon and basically...
And you're used to lying.
Okay,
So what I'm
answer
saying
my
is
question.
the
Where does
Bharatiya
the
Janata
Congress Party
should
stand
go
on this
ahead
issue?
and tell us one thing. The BJP had promised one thing, that after the abrogation of Article 370, terrorism would end. Now that the terrorism hasn't ended, Mr. Amit Shah's words have fallen flat on the ground. Being the Home Minister, he ought to resign. Second, Mr. Modi did not have the time to visit Jammu and Kashmir. The grievances of the people of Jammu and Kashmir kept lingering on and on because there was no government.
Okay, you're again putting the onus on the BJP that the BJP needs to answer. But the question that I'm asking is here, what is the Congress's stand here? I mean, the National Congress, that is your ally, that has of course made it stand clear. Where does the Congress really stand?
The stand of Congress has always been clear. What the people want is what the Congress wants, and that is what we'll continue.
What do you think? What do the people want?
Number two, the people want what the people want will be spoken by the people, and whatever they want, the Congress will always deliver it. Number two, all I'm trying to say here is that on one hand, it's the Congress Party that has time and again raised the voices of the people that have been neglected, that have been negated by the Bharatiya Janata Party, and on one side we have the Bharatiya Janata Party, who negated the exodus of the Kashmiri Pandits when it was happening. And you remember that back in the day, through various government schemes, people had gone to Jammu and Kashmir to get the employment there. And because there was these obnoxious circumstances, they had to leave Jammu and Kashmir. And around 5,000 to 6,000 people had to leave from there. And not just that, time and again, people have been suffering because of employment.
Okay, is that so? Okay, let the BJP spokesperson respond to that. I won't say much to that. Let Shazia respond.
As always, Rahul Gandhi has been caught lying, not just in the parliament, but outside as well, on the Agniveer scheme, and that is his latest ploy of misinformation. We heard his, representative here also lie quite brazenly about how many times PM has gone there. I think you should just brush up on your facts, and your lack of information should not be my responsibility. So I don't want to correct you, but I think you can just do a very basic search.
Well,
you know
really
better
like
when you speak. You should come better prepared. Thirdly, and most importantly, these are the people who created the issue. It was in 87 when the Rajiv Gandhi Farooq Abdullah Accord was signed, which led to militancy. They are responsible for 55,000 killings, civilian casualties, and other casualties in the region. And this is very rich coming from them. So it's like, we will create the problem, we will hobnob with the terrorists, we will be with the party which says we want dialogue with Pakistan.
Who's Tariq Ahmed Mir?
So, if your people and your proxies are creating and killing ordinary Jammu residents and Kashmiris, you have blood on your hands, my dear friend.
Who's Tariq
and you have
Ahmed
a
Mir?
lot to answer for.
Okay,
so besides lack of knowledge that you clearly have, you also do not know what is happening. Understand the background
person was
of
given
the
ticket in 2014.
how it's meddled and ruined and damaged
the
the
BJP
prospects of
spokesperson
an
tell us
entire
who is Tariq
generation.
Ahmed Mir, who was given ticket by you in 2014 assembly elections, who were arrested by the NIA for procuring weapons for Hezbollah Mujahideen commander Naveed Babu.
30 years of curfews, 30 years of militancy.
I'll give you a chance to speak. Let Shazia respond.
On you, and don't keep speaking over me because I'm calling you out.
I was just making
Let her answer. You also spoken about the Kashmiri Pandits exodus, saying that the BJP completely neglected them. But the BJP has been time and again raising their issue and has been talking about their rights. Let Shazia respond. Yes, Shazia, go ahead.
Yeah, so he continued to speak over me, and that's one reason why I...
Because you did that.
So he talked about how many votes he'll get. Do you know Umar Abdullah, your partner, how badly he lost? Do you know how badly Mehbooba Mufti lost? Do you realize that in the Lok Sabha elections? Do you know that there hadn't been panchayat elections, there hadn't been DDC elections, that there was no grassroots democracy at all in Kashmir? That your the party that rules your family, the family that rules your party rather, and the other two families had just damaged the prospects of 2 generations. Do you realize that in terms of not just education, which is from 4 medical colleges, there are 11 medical colleges. So we've done more in these, 6 years than you've done in 70 years.
Okay,
and
all right. That's the charge by the BJP. That's the charge by the BJP. Shazia, okay. Okay, of course. Let the Congress spokesperson respond to that now.
2 things. One, the BJP should tell us who Tariq Ahmed Mir is. This person was given ticket by the Bharatiya Janata Party in 2014 Assembly elections of Jammu and Kashmir. He was arrested by the NIA for procuring weapons for Hizbul Mujahideen commander Naveed Babu. That is the history of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Number 2, so don't give lectures on terrorism to us. Number 2, Talib Hussain Shah. Talib Hussain Shah is a BJP office bearer in Jammu and Kashmir who was a Lashkar-e-Taiba terrorist who had been captured by the local residents. And there are many more examples of this sort. So how could we expect the Bharatiya Janata Party to do anything to resolve the people of Jammu and Kashmir? The fact of the matter is, the Bharatiya Janata Party needs to tell us why did you have these kind of leaders in your party?
And you're doing the
why
same
did you
again.
have these kind of leaders in your party? And how do we expect you to do anything to resolve the issues and grievances of the people on Jammu and Kashmir who are tired of terrorism militancy?
You need to visit the state
How do we expect you to do anything? How can people expect you to form government and do anything for them?
But why
when you have been harboring these kind of people in your party, when you have been giving tickets to such people,
that their views and the Congress NC's views are similar on Article 370. There was a lot of uproar over that also. And many said that, the NC and the Congress, of course, are peddling the same agenda as the Pakistan, because the Pakistan Defense Minister continued to say that, their views, the views of Pakistan and that of the Congress and the NC are similar.
Give us Pegasus. No, for one day we'll tell Ishara kahan se hota hai, who asks the defense minister to issue a comment, and very conveniently, politics of convenience happens. We really want the Bharatiya Janata Party to give us Pegasus for one day so that we could tell them Ishara who kahan se raha hai and when is it happening.
Just see how juvenile.
All I'm saying is the Bharatiya Janata Party. Now please hear me out. What I'm saying is the Bharatiya Janata Party and let's not have a few things. You had promised employment to the people of Jammu and Kashmir. Where is employment?
You made your point.
You had promised stability to the people of Jammu and Kashmir. Where is stability?
Okay, I have not been able to give much time to Mr. Akshat here also. We are just wrapping this discussion. We don't have much time. I'm really very sorry. Meanwhile, thank you so much, Arshpreet, Shazia, as well as Akshat for joining us here on the broadcast here. I hope next time we have more time and we'll be able to take this discussion further.
Right, Kitty, thank you so much for that. And as we get up for the launch of the 11th season of the NDTV Detol Banega Swasth India campaign, the Environment Minister, Bhupender Yadav, spoke exclusively to NDTV about the need to shift from mindless consumption to mindful use of our Earth's resource to ensure a better future for generations. Take a look at this story.
As we are ready to launch season 11 of the Banega Swasth India campaign, we have a very special guest with us. हमारे साथ हैं Environment Minister भूपेंद्र यादव. सर, प्रधानमंत्री का इनिशिएटिव है मिशन लाइफ.
ये आज के समय की आवश्यकता है. जिस धरती पर हम रह रहे हैं, ये धरती हमें अपने उत्तराधिकारियों को देने के लिए मिली है, और इसलिए धरती के संसाधनों का उपयोग कैसे हो. हमारे को माइंडलेस कंजम्पशन की जगह माइंडफुल यूटिलाइजेशन की ओर जाना होगा. और इसके लिए आजकल हमारी मिनिस्ट्री मिशन लाइफ के लिए आइडियाज़ फॉर लाइफ कैंपेन चला रही है, जिसको आप आइडियाज़ फॉर लाइफ हैशटैग पे भी देख सकते हैं. और हमारे जुड़े हुए जो विषय हैं, वाटर को लेकर के, एनर्जी को लेकर, ई वेस्ट को लेकर, डिजिटल वेस्ट को लेकर, हेल्दी लाइफस्टाइल को लेकर, फूड को लेकर, हम किस प्रकार के अच्छे इनिशिएटिव बना सकते हैं जो हमारे धरती को भी अच्छा रखे और दुनिया को भी अच्छा रखे. दूसरा, एक पेड़ माँ के नाम प्रधानमंत्री जी के द्वारा इनिशिएटिव चलाया गया है कि हमारा ग्रेटिट्यूड अपनी माँ के प्रति भी है, धरती माँ के प्रति भी है. और इसलिए मैं आह्वान करना चाहूँगा कि सब अपने जीवन में कितनी ही बड़ी संपत्ति अर्जित करें, लेकिन एक पेड़ माँ के नाम पे जरूर लगाएं।
सर, आपने इतने अच्छे इनिशिएटिव्स कर रहे और आपने इतनी अच्छी तरह हमें समझाया, जनता को समझाया। सर, एक सवाल क्लाइमेट चेंज पे एज एन एनवायरनमेंट मिनिस्टर आपसे पूछना पड़ेगा। सर, हम जी रहे हैं, चाहे वो बाढ़ हो, बारिश हो, गर्मी हो, वी आर विटनेसिंग इट। सर, क्लाइमेट एक्शन के तौर पे मिटिगेट करने के लिए क्या स्टेप्स हमें लेने चाहिए?
सबसे पहले तो हमें एनवायरनमेंट के प्रति जागरूक होना होगा, अपने पर्सनल कंजम्पशन पे ध्यान देना होगा और दुनिया में पॉजिटिव चीज़ क्या कर सकें, हम कैसे इसमें आगे बढ़ सकें और किस प्रकार से हमें बायोडायवर्सिटी को सेव करने के लिए, अपनी नदियों को अच्छा रखने के लिए, अपनी झीलों को स्वच्छ बनाने के लिए, अपने शहरों को भी अच्छा बनाने के लिए और जो चीज़ें हमने धरती से ली है उसको रीसाइकिल करके हम दुनिया को कैसे अच्छे बनाएं वो काम करना होगा।
And with that, we're slipping a very short break. News and updates will continue on the other side. To stay with us.
लोन मिलेगा या नहीं ये आपके क्रेडिट स्कोर पे डिपेंड करता है। तो आज ही अपना क्रेडिट स्कोर चेक करें फ्री में पैसाबाजार.com पर। लोन की जरूरत कभी भी किसी को भी पड़ सकती है।
ठीक से एक्टिंग नहीं।
पैसाबाजार.com।
Download any single ID partner app, link your card and earn reward with top brand.
Get it free with single ID.
Feels like home.
Dulux Velvet Touch with True Color Technology feels like home.
लोन मिलेगा या नहीं ये आपके क्रेडिट स्कोर पे डिपेंड करता है। तो आज ही पैसाबाजार.com पर जाइए और अपना क्रेडिट स्कोर चेक कीजिए फ्री में, क्योंकि लोन की जरूरत कभी भी किसी को भी पड़ सकती है।
बस एक्टिंग करा लो इनसे।
पैसाबाजार.com, क्रेडिट स्कोर चेक, आदत अच्छी है।
For every news from every part of the country, download कीजिए NDTV ऐप। सिर्फ एक ऐप जो आपको बताता है क्या हो रहा है in the world of business, politics, sports and entertainment. देखना ना भूलें हमारी मूवी युद्रा in the theatre. Read all about Yudra on the NDTV app. So download now.
Stay informed and entertained with the new and updated NDTV News app. You can watch all our channels live, listen to podcasts, read breaking and exclusive news from around the world and more. Download the NDTV app today and get access to the best journalism and storytelling on your smartphone or tablet. The NDTV app. News that matters to you.
लोन मिलेगा या नहीं ये आपके क्रेडिट स्कोर पे डिपेंड करता है। आज ही जाइए पैसाबाजार.com पर और अपना क्रेडिट स्कोर चेक कीजिए फ्री में, क्योंकि लोन की जरूरत किसी को भी कभी भी पड़ सकती है।
चल एक्टिंग थोड़ा भेल बनो।
पैसाबाजार.com।
I've been reporting on all issues big and small from Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, rest of South India, bringing you all the action, all that you need to know, all that you want to know.
The energy of maximum city is infectious. I bring in that energy in our news coverage from financial capital Mumbai.
India's IT capital is always buzz. It's literally a city that never sleeps. And I keep you ahead on all the Bengaluru buzz.
Covering from the southernmost part of India over the last 23 years, I bring in-depth and 360-degree coverage from the Dravidian heartland.
The land of Mishti is also known for its bitter politics. I have seen much water flow under the Howrah Bridge, covering
It's 10 a.m. You are watching NDTV 24/7. I'm Parmeshwar Bava. We've got an action-packed bulletin lined up for you over the next 1 hour. Let's begin with the headlines we're tracking currently. Agitating junior doctors in West Bengal resumed their indefinite total cease work to press the state government on various demands, including ensuring their safety and security at all medical establishments. This just a day after Bengal government sought more time from the Supreme Court to improve the security mechanisms at the medical colleges in the state. Actor and Shiv Sena leader Govinda has been taken to the nearest hospital after he accidentally shot himself in the leg by his own revolver earlier today. Jammu and Kashmir polling, well, 11.9% voter turnout has been recorded till 9 a.m. Voting is underway in Jammu and Kashmir for the third and last phase of the assembly polls to pick representatives for 40 of its 90 constituencies. Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaia's wife offers to return land sites that were allotted to her in connection to the alleged Muda scam. This just after the Enforcement Directorate files a money laundering case against the Chief Minister. Climate activist Sonam Wangchuk was detained late last evening by the Delhi police, but opposition leaders Rahul Gandhi, Mallikarjun Kharge, as well as Aam Aadmi Party have slammed the Modi government for this detention. Actor Rajinikanth has been admitted to a private hospital in Chennai. Although there has been no official confirmation about the same from the hospital or Team Rajinikanth, it is learnt that the actor has an elective procedure scheduled today. Well, a big focus: agitating junior doctors in West Bengal have resumed their indefinite total cease work today to press the state government on various demands, including ensuring their safety and security at all medical establishments. The junior doctors had on the 21st of September rejoined their duties, as my colleague Saurabh Gupta was reporting from Ground Zero, partially at government hospitals after a 42-day protest. They were on a cease work agitation to protest against the rape murder of an on-duty woman doctor at the RG Kaur Medical College and Hospital on the 9th of August. My colleague Saurabh Gupta is tracking the latest developments for us. He joins us live at the moment. Saurabh, the agitating doctors in West Bengal have now resumed their indefinite total cease work to say that they will not continue work until their demands are met.
That's right. These doctors have gone on protest, and of course they've also, said that their demands have not been met. I beg your pardon. And these demands include the demands of security mechanisms that have to be put in place. And they've also, obviously, in all of this, said that their demands need to be met, and that's why they're going on this cease work protest. Now, yesterday in the Supreme Court, the state government told the court that they would need more time. The state is reeling under floods, and of course, they need more time to complete the work, and not time till the 15th of October. This was in response to when the Supreme Court asked why the pace of the work was tardy. And the government said that, all of this work takes time. In fact, yesterday, even the Chief Secretary, who briefed the media after the Chief Minister met the medical superintendents and vice principals of all medical colleges and hospitals in the state, said that, there are works are progressing. In some places it's 26%, in some places 30, 40, etc. Now, 26% of the CCTVs that are to be set up as part of these new security measures have already been set up. But in none of these works, whether it's restrooms, washrooms, more than 50% work has been completed, is what the Supreme Court observed. And now doctors are saying they feel insecure, so they are going to go back to their protest of cease work at all the hospitals. These are junior doctors who returned to work, amidst floods in the state. And now again, of course, there are fears of flash floods as well. But the administration says that they're working to ensure that, the security measures that have been put in place in the wake of the RG Kaur incident are completed, and they've sought time till the 15th of October.
West Bengal Junior Doctors Front has issued a statement, meanwhile noting their decision to resume the strike. As Saurabh is reporting, they have emphasized that without concrete action from the government to address safety concerns, patient services and political influence, they would be forced to continue their strike indefinitely. Saurabh, have we heard from the Chief Minister's office yet?
Well, the Chief Secretary briefed the media yesterday and said that all of these works are being completed, and of course they will continue to finish these works. That's what they've told the Supreme Court. And at this point, though, these are works like, for example, building a toilet, building a washroom. These are things that will take time. Meanwhile, the doctors have said that they will continue their protest. But how long is not clear, though they are going on strike from 10 a.m., which is now, of course, that, these junior doctors will continue to stay away from work. And this after the Supreme Court hearing yesterday.
Thanks so much, Saurabh, as always, for joining us with the latest from Ground Zero. With that, let's get you a quick update from battleground Jammu and Kashmir, where voting is taking place for the third and final phase of the assembly elections. 39.18 lakh voters will decide the political fate of 415 candidates in 40 constituencies spread from the plains of Jammu to the mountains of Kashmir. Now, of these 40 constituencies, 24 fall under the Jammu division and the remaining in Kashmir. Over 3.9 million people are casting their votes today, and the security detail across all poll-bound assembly seats remains tight, with the CRPF and quick response teams deployed in Udhampur, Baramulla, Kathua and Kupwara. In fact, the most prominent candidates in fray in the third phase of the Jammu and Kashmir polls are People's Conference Chairman and former Minister Sajjad Lone and National Panthers Party India President Dev Singh. While Mr. Lone is fighting on 2 seats from Kupwara, Mr. Singh is contesting from the Chinani seat of Udhampur. There are hopes that this phase will see the maximum turnout. In fact, let's go across to my colleague Nazir Masoodi, who joins us from Ground Zero at the moment. But before that, let's just listen to the political reactions we have lined up for you.
ये उत्सवमय वातावरण, ये लोकतंत्र का उत्सव, ये जमहूरियत का जश्न, ये ना केवल जम्मू में बल्कि सारे के सारे जम्मू कश्मीर में कई वर्षों के बाद पहली बार देखने को मिल रहा। मैं तो ये कहूँगा कि दिस इज द ट्रू मेन स्ट्रीमिंग ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी इन जम्मू एंड कश्मीर।
लोगों से अभी तो सवेरे है, 7 बजे सुबह के, पूरा दिन है, अभी 11-12 घंटे हैं। मैं सबसे वोटरों से जम्मू कश्मीर के, चाहे वो कश्मीर वादी के हों या जम्मू के हैं, सबसे निवेदन यही करूंगा कि अभी 10-11 घंटे हैं वोट डालने के, तो शाम तक सबको वोट डालना चाहिए। बुजुर्ग, बूढ़े, नौजवान, बहनें, माएँ, बेटियां, बहू, सबको वोट डालना चाहिए।
My colleague Nazir is live with us. Nazir, there are hopes that this phase will actually see the maximum turnout?
Well, exactly, and the first 2 hours have clearly seen an encouraging voter turnout, which is more than 11% across 40 constituencies in Jammu and Kashmir. But here in Jammu city, I didn't see the long queues like we used to see, particularly in the parliament elections, and you see just few people, women, just standing in the line. That doesn't mean that this is a trend everywhere. Particularly in rural areas, I see there are large number of people have already turned up to cast their vote. But in the Jammu city, also I have seen, whether I was in Gandhinagar or in this polling station, I have not seen long lines the way we have seen in parliamentary elections. Having said that, this is a do or die battle for the BJP in Jammu here, because these 24 seats which are going to polls today have been the bastion of BJP. And they have won both the seats, parliament seats from this Jammu region in the recent parliament elections. They had won 25 seats from Jammu in last assembly elections in 2014. Will they repeat that performance? Only the voters will tell today what they are up to and what is in their mind. But the only thing everybody wants is that should be encouraging, increasing participation in these polls, because first 2 phases have not been as encouraging as many would have liked them to be, because it has not matched, the turnout has not matched the voter percentage of even 2014, which was 66%, but it was either around 60% in first phase and less than 60% in the second phase. But this phase, which has been actually these areas normally known as high voter turnout areas, so these people, it is expected that it may go. आपने वोट डाला?
जी, डाल दिया।
क्या मुद्दे हैं इस इलेक्शन के जिनकी बुनियाद पे आप वोट डाल रहे हैं?
जो मन करे उसमें डाल दिया।
मन करते तो क्या इश्यूज आप चाहते हैं? आपका क्या काम होना चाहे जो आपके प्रतिनिधि?
गरीब बस्ती है, काम करते हैं, मजदूरी करते हैं, ठीक है, लगे दिहाड़ी तो लगाते हैं, नहीं लगे तो घर में बैठते हैं।
तो आप क्या चाहते हैं? आपके वोट से तब्दीली आनी चाहिए, क्या फर्क पड़ता?
हमारा भी कुछ मसला हल होना चाहिए। गरीबों का क्या, कोई बच्चा थोड़े कमाने वाला, खुद कमाते हैं, तो थोड़ी पेंशन वगैरह होनी चाहिए, हेल्प होनी चाहिए बच्चों की, यही होना चाहिए। और क्या होना चाहिए गरीबों का, या क्या?
So she's saying that the government should take care of the poor. They should look after the poor. That is everything. In these elections, we have seen every party has tried to, woo voters through, some call it freebies, some call it welfare measures, whether it is the free electricity, whether it is, ration, whether it is, pension, all these things political parties have promised, whether they will keep those promises or not, but that people would decide today who they are going to vote for. But this election, this phase is going not only decide the fate of the political parties, but some of the main political leaders in Jammu and Kashmir. For example, here in Jammu, you have Tara Chand, former Deputy Chief Minister, who is contesting here, who is a senior Congress leader. You have Davinder Singh Rana, senior BJP leader, who is contesting from Nagrota. He was earlier the face of National Conference in Jammu. Then he switched over to the BJP. Here you have Shamlal Sharma, former minister. You have Raman Balla. So many people, top leaders in Jammu, be it Congress or the BJP. Or then in the valley, you have Sajjad Lone, People's Conference, who is contesting from 2 seats. You have Muzaffar Beg, who is contesting now as an independent. And then you have several other leaders who have been contesting. Nasir Aslamani, provincial president of National Conference, who is contesting from Kupwara. But good thing so far has been in the rural areas, there has been encouraging, trends since morning. Large number of people have been coming out to vote. But in the urban areas of Srinagar, like in Jammu, like we have seen in Srinagar, that was really dismal voting, less than 30% voting in 8 constituencies of Srinagar city. But here in Jammu, clearly it would be much, much higher than that. But if you see the signs since morning in several areas of Jammu city, it has not been as long queues as we have seen in the parliament elections. Nevertheless, this is a crucial election because since these 24 seats in Jammu region has been the core constituency of BJP, will they be able to repeat their performance of parliament elections of 2014? In the valley, BJP doesn't have much presence, so they are all relying on this phase. Third phase, particularly in Jammu region, stakes are high for all the parties who will perform best in this phase will be in the driver's seat when the results are out. We already have had polling for 50 seats in 2 phases. Now this phase is the biggest phase in terms of the seats. 40 seats are going to polls in this phase across 40 seats, across 7 districts in Jammu and Kashmir.
Right, Nazir. Also, many point out that the highlight of this voting in this phase will be the participation of West Pakistani refugees from the Valmiki Samaj and Gorkha communities who got voting rights in the assembly, urban local body polls and panchayat elections only after the abrogation of Article 370?
Yeah, exactly. That is one of the important highlights of this election because this election is the first election which is happening after the abrogation of Article 370. And that is why then when there are constitutional changes, many things happen in the real life of the people. For example, people who are living here, be it West Pakistan refugees or you have Valmiki societies who are not the permanent residents of Jammu and Kashmir, they are for the first time getting the right to vote. In fact, they were celebrating it, saying it is the really historic moment in their lives because they have been able to cast their vote for the first time in their lives. You would talk about it, whichever side of the fence you may be. Some people have been saying, look, rights of the people have been snatched after abrogation of Article 370 and stripping Jammu and Kashmir of the statehood. But those who have got the right to vote, they are saying, look, it was a discriminatory law. But some would say, you can't throw the baby out with the bath water. Let me talk to some of the voters here. आप बताएं, आप वोट डालने के लिए आए हैं, क्या मुद्दे हैं?
सबसे इनसे बात करिए।
आप मुद्दे क्या हैं, मैडम, इस वोट में जो आप वोट डाल रहे हैं, किस बुनियाद पे आप किसी को वोट डाल रहे हैं? क्या मुद्दे हैं, क्या इश्यूज हैं, क्या चाहते हैं आप अपने प्रतिनिधि से?
ये देखो काम जो हम करते हैं वो सही काम करे, वो
काम सही करे। आप फर्स्ट टाइम वोटर हैं?
नो।
अच्छा, यू आर वोटिंग फॉर फर्स्ट सेकंड टाइम?
यस।
कब किया है लास्ट टाइम पे? पार्लियामेंट इलेक्शन में? तो जाहिर सी बात असेंबली में फर्स्ट वोट है ना, क्योंकि असेंबली इलेक्शन पहली बार। तो एक फर्स्ट टाइम वोटर जो असेंबली में है, तो क्या आप चाहते हैं, एक यंग वोटर जो है, क्या चाहते हैं?
There should be an increase in the employment.
Huh?
There should be an increase in the employment.
Employment and what else? Okay.
Jobs, government jobs.
Jobs.
Yes.
So jobs too. I'm talking to young first-time voters in the assembly elections. They are saying they want jobs. So that is the issue for the young population because the unemployment is the biggest issue, has been because in these elections, and we'll have to see will the new government address this burning issue in Jammu and Kashmir.
As always, Nazir, thank you so much for joining us with that ground report from Jammu. The voter turnout was robust in the earlier phases, with 61.38% participation recorded in the first phase, that was on the 18th of September, and 57.31% in the second phase, that was on the 26th of September. As my colleague Nazir Masoodi is reporting from Jammu, up until 9 a.m., the voter turnout recorded has been 11.9%. We'll keep getting you the latest from Battleground Jammu and Kashmir. For now, we're stepping into a very short break.
Hello, Moto.
Motorola Razr 50 Ultra comes with Google Gemini.
Narendra Modi has posted on X saying birthday greetings to our former president, Ramnath Kovind. He is widely respected for his service to society and contribution to national progress. In fact, Narendra Modi adds his insights into various subjects are also very enriching, praying for his long and healthy life.
लोन मिलेगा या नहीं ये आपके क्रेडिट स्कोर पे डिपेंड करता है। तो आज ही अपना क्रेडिट स्कोर चेक करें फ्री में पैसाबाजार.com पर। लोन की जरूरत कभी भी किसी को भी पड़ सकती है।
ठीक से एक्टिंग नहीं।
पैसाबाजार.com।
कलर भी मेरा ही फेवरेट मिला।
Dulux Velvet Touch with True Color Technology feels like home.
Election sunrises on the proverbial paradise. Jammu and Kashmir gets set to vote in assembly elections after a gap of 10 years.
For the BJP, it's a referendum on Article 370. For the Congress and regional parties, it's a battle for survival. An election that will go down in the history. Watch the most comprehensive, the most nuanced, and the most power-packed coverage only on NDTV.
लोन मिलेगा या नहीं ये आपके क्रेडिट स्कोर पे डिपेंड करता है। तो आज ही पैसाबाजार.com पर जाइए और अपना क्रेडिट स्कोर चेक कीजिए फ्री में, क्योंकि लोन की जरूरत कभी भी किसी को भी पड़ सकती है।
बस एक्टिंग करा लो इनसे।
पैसाबाजार.com, क्रेडिट स्कोर चेक, आदत अच्छी है।
For every news from every part of the country, डाउनलोड कीजिए NDTV ऐप। सिर्फ एक ऐप जो आपको बताता है क्या हो रहा है इन द वर्ल्ड ऑफ बिजनेस, पॉलिटिक्स, स्पोर्ट्स एंड एंटरटेनमेंट। देखना ना भूलें हमारी मूवी युद्रा इन द थिएटर। Read all about Yudra on the NDTV app. So download now.
Stay informed and entertained with the new and updated NDTV News app. You can watch all our channels live, listen to podcasts, read breaking and exclusive news from around the world and more. Download the NDTV app today and get access to the best journalism and storytelling on your smartphone or tablet. The NDTV app. News that matters to you.
लोन मिलेगा या नहीं ये आपके क्रेडिट स्कोर पे डिपेंड करता है। आज ही जाइए पैसाबाजार.com पर और अपना क्रेडिट स्कोर चेक कीजिए फ्री में, क्योंकि लोन की जरूरत किसी को भी कभी भी पड़ सकती है।
चल एक्टिंग तोड़ भेल बनो।
पैसाबाजार.com।
New day, new show, a new experience.
Start your day with the news, not views.
We bring you stories that matter
and impact your life.
News that informs and keeps you ahead. From Maximum City, Mumbai,
to the seat of power, Delhi,
NDTV brings you the best breakfast show. Breakfast news.
Welcome back. Well, in a significant development, Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaia's wife Parvati has written to the Muda Commissioner expressing her willingness to return the 14 sites in the Mysuru upmarket. Well, the letter by Parvati was circulated late last night among the reporters by the CMO on the official WhatsApp group. But significantly, the Enforcement Directorate officials said the agency has booked Siddaramaiah, his wife, and some others in a money laundering case linked to the Muda land allotment case, taking cognizance of a recent state Lokayukta FIR. A special court exclusively to deal with criminal cases related to former and elected MPs, MLAs had directed the Lokayukta police in Mysuru to initiate an investigation into the matter. And now Mr. Siddaramaiah's wife says that she is willing to return the 14 sites that were allotted to her. We have a string of reactions lined up for you. Listen in to those, followed by my colleague Pratibha Raman's ground report.
See, I don't know. I don't know the intricacies or the decisions of ED to register a PMLA case. As far as I know, there was no financial transactions. There is no benefit out of those transactions, either by CM or CM's wife. In both the cases, I don't see any financial transactions. So why or how the ED has entered, I don't know. They have to justify later on.
We have read that the Chief Minister's spouse has offered to surrender the 14 controversial plots. This raises very, very serious doubts and questions because only a few days before, Mr. Siddaramaiah claimed that he was wronged and he needed 62 crore compensation for returning these plots. And today, you have the Chief Minister's wife saying she'll unconditionally return these plots. So something is definitely not adding up here. And it raises more questions than answer questions. So rather than writing letters to surrender and return plots, it's time the Chief Minister submits his resignation letter at once.
Well, definitely, yes, it is definitely a day of a lot of activities that witnessed in Karnataka as far as these cases go. The ED has registered an CIR against Chief Minister Siddaramaiah in the money laundering case related to the Muda scam. And talking about the Muda allegations, ever since it surfaced, Siddaramaiah, the Karnataka Chief Minister, has been pretty firm on his ground, maintaining that there has been no wrongdoing and that he wanted to fight this without bowing down. This is the latest statement that has come in from the Chief Minister's social media handle, where he has said that this is something that he did not expect from his wife. The returning of land was not discussed with him, and that he has also sought forgiveness from his wife for having gone through a lot with respect to this conspiracy. His wife being a victim of the political conspiracy, and that she is deeply hurt, and this has also kind of upset Siddaramaiah. These are the mentions that we see in the social media post that is just surfaced around an hour ago. And just last night, it was the letter that was written to the Muda as well as the Chief Minister by Parvati, stating that she wanted to respect the honor and dignity of her husband, who has maintained a blemishless image for a period of 40 years in his political career, and that she has never gone after land, gold or any other wealth, and that this does not really this is in comparison to her husband's dignity and honor, and that is precisely why she wants to return this compensatory set of plots. And she's also mentioned that she wanted to do it initially when the Muda allegations surfaced, but many of her well-wishers told her that we need to fight this politically and legally. But the question still remains, why now? Back to you.
Well, let's turn our attention now to news coming in. Well, actor and Shiv Sena leader Govinda accidentally shot himself in the leg. He was taken to a hospital earlier today, and according to initial reports, he accidentally shot himself with his revolver at around 4:45 a.m. this morning. He sustained a bullet injury to his leg. We are told he's being treated at the moment by doctors. Govinda was reportedly cleaning the weapon in his Mumbai house at 4:45 a.m. this morning is what we're told. Let's go across to my colleague Sujata, who's tracking the latest developments for us. Sujata, as per Govinda's campaign manager, Govinda was actually putting his licensed revolver in its case when it slipped from his hand and he accidentally fired a bullet into his leg, and all this happened at 4:45 a.m. today?
Well, yes, and what we gather from Govinda's manager at this point, he stated that Govinda was off for an event in Kolkata when the preparations were done, and the licensed gun that he owns was he was trying to keep it back in the cupboard. That is when the bullet there, it occurred, and accidentally it went and placed itself into the knee of Govinda, or the left leg, and after which he was rushed to the hospital here at Critical Hospital in Juhu. And at present, the daughter of Govinda as well as his other family members are present, whereas his wife, who was already there in Kolkata, has now taken a flight to come here. And this incident happened at around between 4:45 to 5 in the morning, and it is being said that it was basically this was an involvement where a misfire incident that has happened, where the bullet was accidentally discharged from his own licensed gun that he owns, after which the Mumbai police, they rushed to spot, and before that Govinda was brought here at the Critical Hospital, where at present he is admitted in the ICU, and the doctors state that he is in a good condition and a safe condition for now, whereas the bullet bullet has been removed, and also there is this ICU observation where he'll be kept for 24 hours, after which he'll be either kept in a better ward where he'll be treated further. However, he'll be in a safe zone and he'll be removed from the ICU. So at present, Govinda himself has assured his fans through an audio note that he's fine and the bullet has been removed, whereas this is an event which was to be happened tomorrow. However, it did not. Now the event stands cancelled because of this incident, whereas the manager says that he was already at the airport and it was Govinda who was on his way. However, as soon as he tried placing the revolver in the cupboard, that is when it fell down and the bullet was discharged.
Right, in fact,
from that,
Sujata, I sincerely apologize, I'm cutting you through. We actually have a reaction from the actor himself. Govinda has now said that the actor is out of danger. Let's revert to Sujata for the latest coming in. Sujata, many are questioning that there's nothing known as an accidental shot because you have to load the gun, release the lock, etc. But Govinda's manager has said that they had a 6 a.m. flight to catch for a show in Kolkata. As Sujata is reporting, that stands cancelled. But Sujata, the actor, saying he is now out of danger?
Well, yes, and Govinda himself has reacted to this incident where he's assured his fans that everything is stable and the bullet has been removed with the blessings of his family, his friends and well-wishers. And he also assured nobody to, actually worry of this incident, because in the morning, as soon as the news broke down that Govinda was hit and injured by a bullet, it actually led, shockwaves amongst his fans on social media who were worried about his condition. But at present, Govinda himself as well as his manager has, they have been continuously in touch with the media and they have been assuring them that everything is stable and the bullet has been removed.
Right, Sujata, I sincerely apologize for cutting you through. We have a reaction coming in. Let's just listen in to what's happening.
नमस्कार, प्रणाम। मैं हूं गोविंदा। आप सब लोगों के आशीर्वाद और माँ बाप का आशीर्वाद और गुरु की कृपा की वजह से गोली लगी थी, पर वो निकाल दी गई है। मैं धन्यवाद देता हूँ यहाँ के डॉक्टर का, आदरणीय डॉक्टर अग्रवाल जी का, और आप सब लोगों की प्रार्थनाएं जो है, आप लोग का धन्यवाद। प्रणाम।
Well, you've just heard a reaction coming in from the actor himself. That was a reaction over the phone line where actor Govinda says he is out of danger. The bullet has been taken out and he was injured due to a misfire. He was taken care by doctors. He was rushed to the hospital, remember, earlier today. But his caption... Right, I am told Sujata is still with us at the moment. Sujata, we've just heard the reaction coming in from the actor. He has categorically said that it was a misfire and he is safe now. What further details can you disclose to our viewers currently?
Well, yes, and we just heard the audio note by the actor to his fans as well as the media, where he's clearly, seen talking about how he's currently safe, and because he's assuring his fans himself, so somewhere it is a relief for the fans as well that he is in a stable condition and he's speaking, and in a better condition than what he was brought here in the hospital in the morning. And also, you're at Critical Hospital. If I try to show you in the visuals, the family is currently inside the hospital. The Mumbai police teams have been deployed here to understand and also take care of the crowd if and whenever they gather here. And also at present it is being told that the Mumbai crime branch themselves will be coming here and inquiring and questioning the actor about what exactly happened that this incident occurred. And at present, if we see, Govinda's manager has been clearly saying that this was a misfiring incident that happened where accidentally the bullet was discharged from his licensed gun into his into his knee. But what was the exact occurrence of events is what the Mumbai police will try to understand after that, and an authoritative statement will also be out, after which it is likely that the family as well as the spokesperson of Govinda might also come out and give a statement into the media, because the fans have been continuously active on social media texting about him, and also speaking about his recent him joining hands with the Shiv Sena. It is likely that the Chief Minister himself is likely to come here at the hospital and meet the actor, after which this incident has happened. But at present, what we get to know from the hospital doctors is that they state that currently the actor is in a better condition. He's speaking He's assuring his family members that he's fine. He's in the ICU currently. It will be a one-day observation where he'll be kept, and after which he will be either sent back home or kept in a general ward for a few days. And also at present, the family members have begun to come. However, now that the Bollywood also comes to know about this, they'll be, they'll be starting coming here soon. And the Chief Minister as well as the other party members of Shiv Sena and other political leaders will also be arriving here either through telephonic conversations or speaking to his team. They'll be taking, speaking about him to them. And at present, Govinda himself assured his fans that he is in a better state. And also, what remains here to be seen is that what does the Mumbai police find in this entire case? Because though at present and from now until when the incident happened, it is Govinda and his team stating that it was a misfiring incident. But the Mumbai police will definitely try to inquire to his other staff members as well as his bodyguards and bouncers that what happened and why exactly was the licensed gun unlocked, where he was moving to an event in Kolkata and he was about to leave his home for the airport, but the entire incident remains to be questioned by the Mumbai police, after which the matter will be probed further. Over to you.
Right. In fact, as Sujata is reporting, many are questioning whether an accidental shot can actually happen because you have to load the gun and release the lock. But his campaign manager has said that allegedly the revolver was in a cupboard when it fell to the floor and went off, and then the bullet hit Govinda below his knee. We just played out that reaction for you of Govinda's from the ICU, where he's informed everyone that he is now out of danger. Let's just listen into that again.
नमस्कार, प्रणाम। मैं हूं गोविंदा। आप सब लोगों के आशीर्वाद और माँ बाप का आशीर्वाद और गुरु की कृपा की वजह से गोली लगी थी, पर वो निकाल दी गई है। मैं धन्यवाद देता हूँ यहाँ के डॉक्टर का, आदरणीय डॉक्टर अग्रवाल जी का, और आप सब लोगों की प्रार्थनाएं जो है, आप लोग का धन्यवाद। प्रणाम।
Well, Govinda was meant to be in Kolkata today to attend an event that has obviously been cancelled. He is currently in the ICU, kept under observation, where his daughter is with him. His wife, we are told, is flying back to Mumbai. She was actually in Kolkata, and she was the first person that he contacted about this misfire. We'll keep getting you the latest updates as soon as we have further details from officials in Mumbai. For now, let's turn our attention to the other big story we're tracking. Well, the Delhi police has detained climate activist Sonam Wangchuk late last evening, and his supporters at the Singhu borders. Well, the leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi, has now criticized the Delhi police's detention of the climate activist Sonam Wangchuk and his supporters at the Singhu border, describing it as unacceptable. In fact, Rahul Gandhi has said the detention of Sonam Wangchuk and hundreds of Ladakhis who were peacefully marching for environmental and constitutional rights is unacceptable. This is what Mr. Gandhi has stated in a post on X. He attributed the responsibility for the detention to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. But Mr. Wangchuk and his supporters were detained by the Delhi police late last evening. Section 163 of the BNS has been imposed at the Delhi borders. This is what the Delhi police has announced. Activist Wangchuk and other volunteers have embarked on a foot march from Leh to New Delhi in order to urge the centre to resume dialogue with Ladakh's leadership regarding their demands. In fact, I must inform our viewers that one of their key demands is for Ladakh to be included in the 6th schedule of the Constitution, which would grant lawmaking powers to the local population to protect their land and protect their cultural identity.
80 साल का एक बुजुर्ग अपने लद्दाख जैसे क्षेत्र की, जो पाकिस्तान से जुड़ा हुआ क्षेत्र है, सेंसिटिव क्षेत्र है, वहाँ के लिए कुछ मांगने अगर अपने देश की राजधानी में आ रहा है और महात्मा गांधी की समाधि पे आ रहा है, जिन्होंने पूरा जीवन अंग्रेज़ों के खिलाफ अहिंसा और विरोध में काट दी, ऐसे में केंद्र सरकार का दिल्ली में कर्फ्यू लगा देना, ये कह देना कि अब आने वाले 6 दिनों के अंदर 5 से ज़्यादा लोग इकट्ठे नहीं हो सकते, क्या बकवास है।
My colleague Tanushka is tracking the latest developments for us. She joins us live at the moment. Tanushka, we've heard opposition leaders like Rahul Gandhi and Mallikarjun Kharge, as well as the Aam Aadmi Party, slam the Modi government for this detention. But could you confirm whether climate activist Sonam Wangchuk is still detained by the Delhi police?
Parmeshwar, yes, Sonam Wangchuk, climate activist, is still very much detained by Delhi police. I'm currently outside Bhawana police station, wherein he is currently under detention by the police. Remember, they were all detained along with his 150 supporters from the Singhu border. And I'm joined with someone who is a supporter of Sonam Wangchuk and the movement, of course. And he just met with Sonam Wangchuk inside as well. Sir, आप हमें अपना नाम बताएं और बताएं कि सोनम जी अंदर जो है किस हालत में है, डिटेंशन में कब तक रहेंगे, आपकी क्या बातें हुई उनसे?
सोनम वांगचुक जी स्वस्थ हैं। मेरा नाम सतेंद्र लोचब है, भारतीय किसान कामगार अधिकार मोर्चे से हूं मैं। और यहीं बवाना के अंदर जैसे ही हमें मैसेज आया कि भाई सोनम वांगचुक को बवाना या कंजावला थाने में डिटेन किया हुआ है, तो जैसे ही हमें पता चला तो हम यहाँ पर पहुँच गए, उनसे मिले हैं, स्वस्थ हैं, अनशन पर हैं, कुछ खा पी रहे नहीं है, लेकिन वो भी स्वस्थ हैं और जो उनके साथी हैं वो भी स्वस्थ हैं। ये तो क्रांतिकारी के लिए गहना है कि भाई उनको गिरफ्तार कर लिया, डिटेन कर लिया, तो ये तो चीज़ें क्रांतिकारी के जीवन में आती रहती हैं।